It's your boy Vic, and I'm over here with my boy Matthew over at Ooey.
Well,
and we're over here checking out his Madolche's deck profile. Let's get into it.
yeah. So still the core base Madolche list. We're playing 3 of the Angeli and 3 Hoot Cake because they're the best ones. Angeli, basically a lone fire. You tribute her to summon any other Madolche from your deck, and then Hoot Cake, you can banish a monster from your graveyard and summon one.
Okay.
2 Gelato, you don't want to draw him, he's a brick, but you have to play 2 because you need to summon him from deck sometimes.
Okay.
And then we're only playing 1 Pudding Cess because you need her to make the big rank 5. Only 1 Madolche. We used to play 3, but the normal summon in the deck is too important to play the 3rd, but she still could come up. And then 1 of the Cat Waffle, just as a level 3 target to summon off of Hoot Cake. And that's all for the Madolche monsters. We're also playing the Predaplant engine of 3 Lone Fire, 2 Scorpio, and 1 Cobra.
That engine's sick.
Sucks to draw, but I've been playing this deck basically since I started the game, so I'm used to drawing the Garnet.
Which one would you rather draw, Lone Fire or Scorpio?
It's better to draw the Lone Fire, which I'm actually was thinking of cutting Scorpio to 1, because like if you open with this one, you get the other 2 out of your deck. So if you make like a Scoldeed or something, you have better odds of drawing good cards.
Oh snap, Scoldeed.
Yeah. We're also playing the the Clown engine. 2 Trick Clown, the 1 Hat Tricker, and 1 of the Damage Juggler. I'm really happy this card came off the list. I've been complaining about it for a while because it's one of my favorite engines.
I need to find my Hat Tricker.
Basically, this guy says if you would take damage, you can discard him to make the damage 0, and you can banish him from your graveyard to search for either of these guys. So, pretty good.
Hey, that's awesome.
And then we have the Heroic Challenger and the Garnet just for, this is off of the combo with the Predaplants, and then this because we're playing Brilliant.
Yeah.
And hand traps, I have 3 Ogre and 2 Veiler. You should play Ashen here if you have them, but I don't have them, and I don't feel like spending that much, especially with the reprint just announced.
Yeah.
And then the spells, we have 2 Chateau. Usually it's a brick, but like drawing it isn't awful because it can extend combos, and there are certain combos where you need the 2nd one, so you have to play 2. 1 Ticket, 2 Brilliant Fusion. You could play 3, maybe even cut the Scorpio for the 3rd one because you don't want to draw it, but if they have like the Ash for your Cobra and you have this in hand still, it's good.
Definitely just bait out Ash and then go with the Brilliant.
Yeah, so you could play the 3rd. I just didn't want to like open multiple of it.
Yeah.
And then the power spells, we have the 1 Raigeki, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Monster Reborn, and then 1 Upstart Goblin, just so we're playing 39 card consistency.
Those are definitely the staples.
Yeah, Monster Reborn's good. Might as well play it.
Yeah.
The trap cards, we only have 3, so it's 1 Judgment and then 2 Strike. These should be Solemn Scolding, but I don't have any on me right now.
Okay.
But Scolding's definitely a lot better because the main thing the deck loses to going first is if you get like Dark Hole or Raigeki'd, that really sucks. And you're never gonna have like more than 1 of these. And that's it for the main 40 cards. And then the extra deck right now, we only have 1 Tiramisu. Basically, this is the reason to play the deck, the selling point of Madolche. So you can. She takes 2 Madolche to make, and then you detach Madolche and target up to 2 Madolche cards in your graveyard, so like you can recycle your field spell if you need to. And then non-targeting, you can shuffle 2 cards your opponent controls back into their deck.
That card is so annoying. I remember getting Tiramisu all the time. I hated it.
We also have just 1 of the Chocolate Mode. You can just rank her up on top of Tiramisu, but you usually summon this by using the Pudding Cess herself and the Seraphonite that we play. because her effect, you can, every time a Madolche is shuffled into the deck, if she has Pudding Cess under her, you
Yeah.
can detach one and summon a Madolche.
Oh,
So
that's dope.
straight, yeah. One Baguska, it's a win condition against a lot of decks right now. The Lightning and Utopia, and the Trapeze Magician, because these are like the only rank 4s that I think are worth playing right now. Like, you could play Tornado Dragon, but Tiramisu does the same thing, and you could play Dweller, but I just wanted to play other cards.
Trapeze Magician could also shut down Trickstars.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm playing this over the other ones, but this could be sided too. It just is cool to play with like the Perform Mages, because this can actually summon the Perform Mages from your deck when he's destroyed.
Oh snap! I never even knew that. Well, I knew that. I just didn't even occur to me to think about that.
One Invoker, you need him for the Predaplant combo. The Link monsters we're playing, we have one of the Skull Dread. It's very easy to make him with the 4 materials. If you open the Predaplant, you can make this with 4 materials off that 1 card alone, which is pretty ridiculous. One Firewall, you usually will only make this if you have a Soul Charge or a Monster Reborn, but some of the best boards you can make is like a Skull Dread, a Firewall like here, a Proxy Dragon, and a Baguska, which are pretty nuts.
That is.
One Borreload, it outs things. One Decode.
So
Basically, the only, if you can't make this guy, this is your out to Borreload. One Mrs. Radiant, the entire deck's Earth. It's pretty good. A Akashic Magician. I don't think I want to make this very often, but I haven't been testing this for like matches, and this is definitely good to bounce your own Kaijus, and it could come up if your opponent like misplays and puts their card in the wrong space, so that's good.
True.
One Proxy Dragon, just as the last, because has good arrows. And the last card in the extra deck is one Seraphonite, because you need it for the Brilliant Fusion.
Right there.
Yep. Playing Gem Knights a lot too, just so make that in everything.
Hey, so what overall rating of the deck, what would you say?
The deck is good. It really struggles against hand traps right now. So when we get the special editions and you get Called from the Grave, I would definitely main deck 3 of those. Maybe cut like the Solemns even for it, just so you have like a really good turn 1 that doesn't get disrupted. And then if you just live for a full turn, you usually can OTK them through with Tiramisu. But it's pretty fragile usually, so that's why it'll never be super meta.
And that was like the first deck you played with.
Yep. Got me back into the game, back the tail end Necros format.
Necros, damn them. Yeah guys, that was my boy Matthew's deck profile. Spicy Madolches. Check it out. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.